If you're over 60, every pill you swallow, even the ones you think are healthy, could be damaging your heart. You've been told for years that vitamins protect you. You take them faithfully. You trust them. But what if I told you that some of the most popular supplements sitting in your medicine cabinet right now could be silently destroying your heart one day at a time? As a heart doctor, I've watched seniors walk into my clinic confused. They don't smoke, they eat clean, they walk every morning, and yet their hearts are failing. Not because of fast food or bad genes, but because of vitamins they were told to trust. Some interfere with your medications, others harden your arteries, and some, they raise your risk of stroke, heart failure, or sudden cardiac death without warning. In this video, I'm begging you, stop taking these 7 vitamins until you hear the truth. I'll show you exactly what they are, how they're harming your heart, and what to do instead, starting with one that's probably already in your daily routine. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Vitamin E, the silent assassin that may be damaging your heart. For decades, we've been told that vitamin E is a miracle, a powerful antioxidant that protects your cells, sharpens your mind, and keeps your body young. And for many people, it truly does help. But what if I told you that for seniors over 60, especially those with even the slightest heart condition, vitamin E could quietly be destroying your heart from the inside out? This isn't fear-mongering, it's medical fact. As a heart specialist, I've treated too many seniors who came into my clinic clutching bottles of supplements, believing they were doing everything right. But behind that daily dose of protection was a hidden threat. High doses of vitamin E, especially over 400 IU per day, have been directly linked to an increased risk of heart failure in older adults. It doesn't matter how healthy your diet is, how well you exercise, or how faithfully you take your medications. If you're unknowingly overloading on vitamin E, you could be damaging your heart muscle, weakening its ability to pump, and setting the stage for congestive heart failure without feeling a single symptom until it's too late. The danger is subtle but deadly. Vitamin E can thin your blood excessively, especially when combined with blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, which many seniors already take. This can lead to internal bleeding, strokes, and dangerous drops in blood pressure. Your body after 60 doesn't metabolize supplements like it used to. What was once healthy in your 40s may now be quietly undermining your most vital organ. I've seen patients who suffered bleeding in the brain simply from mixing vitamin E with their medications. Others developed arrhythmias and chest pain thinking it was just indigestion until tests revealed a damaged heart. The heartbreaking part, they were just trying to be healthy. If you're taking vitamin E without your doctor's approval, especially in high doses, you're not protecting your heart. You may be slowly destroying it. But vitamin E isn't the only common supplement that can backfire. There's another vitamin that's celebrated for strong bones, yet in seniors, it may silently harden your arteries and raise your risk of a fatal heart attack. Let's talk about that next. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Vitamin D, the bone builder that could be quietly damaging your heart. We all grew up believing that vitamin D is the sunshine vitamin, essential for strong bones, better mood, and a stronger immune system. Doctors, TV commercials, even our friends swear by it. And in the right dose, yes, vitamin D can be a powerful ally. But what most seniors don't realize is that this bone friendly vitamin, when taken the wrong way, could be quietly destroying your heart. After age 60, the body doesn't regulate calcium like it used to. Vitamin D plays a key role in helping you absorb calcium, but when taken in excess, especially in high dose supplements over 2,000, 4,000 IU daily, it can lead to something most people have never heard of: vascular calcification. That means calcium, instead of going into your bones where it belongs, starts building up in your arteries. It hardens them, stiffens them, and over time chokes your heart from the inside out. I've seen patients come in with perfect bone density, proudly taking high dose vitamin D every day, yet suffering from chest pain, breathlessness, and heart palpitations. We ran tests, and the shocking result: their coronary arteries were calcified. Their heart was literally being strangled by calcium. And worst of all, they had no idea. They thought they were doing everything right. They weren't taking junk food. They weren't ignoring their health. They were simply following outdated advice, unaware that their supplement routine was damaging their heart every single day. To make matters worse, vitamin D can interact with medications commonly prescribed to older adults, like diuretics, calcium channel blockers, or steroids. These combinations can spike calcium levels in the blood, leading to confusion, fatigue, arrhythmia, or even sudden cardiac arrest. The truth is, after 60, your heart becomes more vulnerable, and what helps your bones may harm your arteries unless it's carefully balanced. If you're taking vitamin D, you must speak with your doctor about blood tests to check your calcium levels and ensure your arteries aren't turning to stone behind the scenes. So ask yourself, are you building stronger bones at the cost of your heart? Because the next vitamin on this list is even more deceiving. It's prescribed with good intentions to prevent anemia. But in aging bodies, it can overload your blood, stress your heart, and trigger dangerous oxidative damage. Let's talk about it next. 3. Iron, the energy booster that may be slowly destroying your heart. Iron is often seen as a symbol of strength. It builds blood, fights fatigue, and helps carry oxygen throughout the body. For decades, many seniors have turned to iron supplements to fight tiredness, assuming they're just low on iron. But here's the terrifying truth. If you're taking iron without a proven deficiency, especially after age 60, you could be doing more than just wasting your time. You could be quietly damaging your heart, even destroying it. As we age, our bodies change how they store and handle iron. What once passed through harmlessly can now accumulate. And when iron builds up in the bloodstream and tissues, it becomes toxic. This condition is called iron overload, or medically, hemochromatosis. But what many seniors don't realize is that even without a diagnosed disorder, long-term supplementation of iron can lead to silent overload, especially if you're not losing blood regularly, like younger adults might through menstruation or injury. Excess iron acts like rust in your body. It creates oxidative stress, inflames blood vessels, and can severely damage your heart muscle. Over time, iron deposits can collect in the heart, leading to cardiomyopathy, a condition where your heart becomes thick, stiff, and struggles to pump. Some patients I've seen had no idea why they felt short of breath, dizzy, or weak. They were eating right, taking their pills, even exercising, but their heart was slowly giving out, being destroyed from within because of a daily iron pill they thought was helping. Even worse, iron overload can also lead to arrhythmias, irregular, dangerous heart rhythms that can trigger sudden cardiac arrest. In the elderly, these changes can come on subtly but accelerate quickly. By the time symptoms appear, the damage to your heart may already be permanent. The bottom line: Unless your doctor has confirmed you're anemic and iron deficient through a blood test, you should not be taking iron supplements. Fatigue in seniors often comes from sleep issues, medication side effects, or heart conditions, not low iron. Treating the wrong problem can leave the real one to grow unchecked. But iron isn't the only supplement that seems helpful while silently harming your heart. The next one is even more common, found in nearly every multivitamin on the shelf. And yet, it may be silently stiffening your arteries with every passing day. Let's uncover that danger next. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Calcium, the trusted mineral that could be destroying your heart from the inside. If you're over 60, chances are someone, maybe your doctor, a friend, or a commercial on TV, has told you to take calcium for strong bones. It seems like the responsible thing to do, especially to protect yourself from fractures and falls. But here's what almost no one tells you. Taking calcium supplements the wrong way could be quietly damaging your heart, even destroying it over time. You see, calcium isn't just a bone mineral. When it's not properly absorbed or balanced with other nutrients like magnesium and vitamin K2, it doesn't stay in your bones, it can migrate. And where does it go? Into your blood vessels, into the walls of your arteries, into your heart valves. This leads to something called vascular calcification, a dangerous condition where your arteries literally become hardened with calcium deposits, like concrete pipes that can no longer expand or carry blood easily. I've seen this happen far too often in seniors who followed the rules. They took miles and 200 milligrams of calcium a day thinking it was helping, but without K2 to direct that calcium into their bones and without medical testing, they were slowly filling their arteries with something that was supposed to protect them. Over time, this hardening increases blood pressure, reduces circulation, and forces the heart to pump harder and harder. The end result? Heart strain, chest pain, and even heart failure. Worse yet, calcium supplements can interfere with certain heart medications, including those for arrhythmia or blood pressure. And when combined with high doses of vitamin D, often taken together, it can accelerate the buildup in arteries even faster. Seniors who think they're protecting their skeleton may, unknowingly, be choking their heart one pill at a time. If you've never had your calcium levels or kidney function tested and you're taking calcium just to be safe, it's time to stop and reassess. Strong bones mean nothing if your heart is silently giving out. But calcium isn't the only supplement with a double edge. There's another pair of vitamins often taken for brain health and energy that can trigger a dangerous chain reaction in your blood, silently aging your arteries and putting your heart at risk. Let's talk about those next. 5. Vitamin B6 and B12, the brain boosters that may be damaging your heart. For many older adults, taking vitamin B6 and B12 feels like a smart choice. These vitamins are known to support brain health, reduce fatigue, and even help prevent memory decline. Countless seniors rely on them to stay sharp, stay energized, and stay independent. But what if I told you that these same vitamins, when taken in high doses or for too long, could be silently damaging your heart or even destroying it? Here's the unsettling truth. As helpful as B6 and B12 can be in small, balanced amounts, excessive intake, especially from supplements, can backfire in ways most people never expect. One of the most serious concerns lies in their relationship with homocysteine, a naturally occurring amino acid in the blood. Under normal conditions, B6, B12, and folate help break down homocysteine, but when these vitamins are taken improperly, in megadoses or out of balance, the opposite can happen. Homocysteine levels can rise. Elevated homocysteine has been strongly linked to arterial inflammation, blood clots, and hardened blood vessels, all of which lead directly to heart attack and stroke. And for seniors whose arteries are already more fragile and less elastic, the effects are even more severe. I've treated patients who were taking B complex vitamins every day, believing it would protect their memory, but ended up in the ER with chest pain or sudden heart rhythm disturbances. Their supplements weren't helping their brain, they were hurting their heart. But the risk doesn't stop with homocysteine. High levels of B6, especially above 100 milligrams per day, can cause nerve damage, leading to numbness, imbalance, or even falls. Combine that with subtle heart damage, and what you thought was self-care becomes a slow, silent breakdown of your body's most vital systems. If you're taking B6 or B12, especially in doses far above the recommended daily allowance, it's time to pause and consult your doctor. Blood tests can determine whether you need them, and if so, how much is truly safe. Don't let blind trust in brain boosters put your heart at risk. But even if you avoid B vitamins, there's one more danger hiding on your shelf. A pill marketed as a catch-all, safe, simple, and convenient. Yet it might be the most misleading supplement of all. Let's reveal that next. 6. Multivitamins, the one pill convenience that may be slowly damaging your heart. For millions of seniors across America, taking a daily multivitamin is a habit as routine as brushing your teeth. It feels responsible, a simple way to cover all your bases. After all, who wouldn't want to make sure they're getting enough nutrients, especially as the body ages? But here's the dangerous truth, that one small pill, taken with good intentions, could be quietly damaging your heart, or even destroying it over time. Multivitamins are marketed as safe, gentle, and essential. But what most seniors don't realize is that many of these pills are overloaded with ingredients your aging body no longer needs or can't properly handle. In fact, many popular multivitamins contain 200%, 300%, even 500% of the daily recommended amount of vitamins like A, E, iron, and B6. Nutrients that can accumulate silently and harm your cardiovascular system without warning signs. Take vitamin A, for example. Too much of it over time can harden blood vessels and weaken the heart. Excess B6, linked to nerve damage and irregular heart rhythms. Add in high doses of vitamin E and iron, and you've got a toxic cocktail for the aging heart. Most alarming of all, these risks often build up invisibly because the damage happens slowly, silently. You don't feel sick, there's no chest pain, but inside your body, inflammation rises, vessels stiffen, and the heart begins to struggle. I've treated seniors who took multivitamins faithfully for years, believing they were doing something right. But their blood work told a different story. Vitamin levels far beyond safe ranges, oxidative stress, early signs of calcification, and, in some cases, congestive heart failure that could have been prevented had they known the truth. The problem isn't just the vitamins themselves, it's the one-size-fits-all approach. At age 65, your nutritional needs are vastly different from a 30-year-old. Yet most multivitamins don't account for age, gender, medications, or health history. What you think is a little extra protection could be slowly wearing down the very heart you're trying to preserve. If you're taking a multivitamin daily, it's time to bring it to your doctor. Have a real conversation. Look at your blood levels. Ask yourself, are you nourishing your body or unknowingly putting it under stress? But we're not done yet, because there's one more supplement that nearly every senior has taken at some point, a harmless-looking pill for immune support that, when misused, can turn your heartbeat into a ticking time bomb. Let's talk about that next. 7. Vitamin C, the immune booster that could be silently damaging your heart. For generations, vitamin C has been viewed as one of the safest, most trusted supplements. It's in our orange juice, our daily vitamins, and every cold remedy in the pharmacy aisle. Especially for seniors, it feels like common sense to take extra vitamin C to stay strong and support the immune system. But what most older adults don't realize is that too much of this so-called safe vitamin can quietly begin damaging your heart and over time destroy it. Here's what you're not being told. High doses of vitamin C, anything above 1,000 milligrams daily, can backfire. While small amounts from food are helpful, megadoses in pill or powder form can create a dangerous imbalance in your aging body. One major risk is the formation of oxalate, a compound that builds up in your kidneys and blood vessels when your body tries to process excess vitamin C. Over time, oxalates can cause kidney stones, but even more disturbing, they can deposit in the walls of your arteries and heart tissues, stiffening them, reducing blood flow, and accelerating the damage that comes with age. For seniors already dealing with high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart disease, this added burden can be devastating. Your heart, which already works harder with age, now has to fight against rigid arteries and poor circulation, a recipe for heart failure that builds quietly, silently, until one day it breaks you. But the dangers don't stop there. High-dose vitamin C can also interfere with certain blood tests and medications, masking signs of heart stress or inflammation. In other words, while you believe you're protecting your health, you may be giving your doctors false signals, all while your heart continues to suffer in silence. I've treated older patients who believed they were doing everything right. They exercised, ate clean, stayed hydrated, and took high-dose vitamin C every day, but their lab work showed early signs of vascular calcification, and some even experienced arrhythmias or heart fatigue. They didn't see it coming, and that's what makes it so dangerous. Vitamin C isn't evil, but the way we use it matters. At your age, less is more. It's time to stop assuming that extra means better. Your heart deserves precision, not excess. But knowing what not to take is only half the battle. Now that you've seen the hidden dangers behind these 7 common vitamins, you might be wondering, what should you take? What actually protects the aging heart and works in harmony with your body instead of against it? Let's answer that in our final, most important takeaway. The truth about supplements. After 60, what your heart really needs. By the time we reach 60, our hearts have beaten more than 2 billion times. They've carried us through every joy, every hardship, every moment of our lives. And yet, for many seniors, the way we try to care for our hearts, through pills, powders, and promises, may actually be the very thing that's hurting them. You've just learned how 7 common vitamins, from vitamin E to multivitamins, from iron to vitamin C, can silently damage your heart if taken the wrong way. Not because they're evil, but because aging changes everything. The body no longer processes nutrients the way it once did. The same dose that helped you thrive at 40 could quietly destroy your heart at 70. The most dangerous part? These supplements often feel harmless. They're over the counter. They're marketed with cheerful labels and reassuring slogans. Supports heart health, boosts immunity, daily wellness. But behind that friendly packaging lies a powerful truth. More is not always better, and sometimes it's deadly. I've seen seniors come into my office devastated, people who did everything right, eating well, walking daily, staying on top of doctor visits, only to learn they'd been slowly hurting their heart through something as simple as a multivitamin or an unnecessary dose of calcium. They didn't feel sick, but the damage was there: hardening arteries, irregular rhythms, weakened heartbeats. So, what should you do? First, bring every supplement you take to your doctor, all of them, not just prescriptions, but every vitamin bottle in your cabinet. Ask if you truly need each one. Get your blood tested, not just for deficiencies, but for levels that may be too high. In older adults, toxicity often happens slowly and silently. Second, remember that food is still your safest medicine. Steamed vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and heart friendly fats offer vitamins in forms your body can use and in doses it can handle. Supplements should supplement, not replace, a nourishing, balanced lifestyle. And most importantly, listen to your body. Fatigue, dizziness, swelling, or heart palpitations are not just signs of age. They're your heart's way of asking for help. You don't need to fear supplements, but you do need to respect them because your heart has fought for you every single day of your life. Now, it's time you fight for it too, not with blind trust in pills, but with informed, wise choices that honor the years you've lived and the years you still have left. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.